so it's Thursday morning. I'm taking a little road trip with my brother. You can see he's sitting on the side over there. We're actually going to Virginia again this year to get some more collar plants so we can start setting out this afternoon. It's gonna be hot, but we want to go ahead and get set out. So hopefully it'll rain a little bit. It'll get a shower of rain on it this weekend, so they'll do good. But we stopped at the rest area for a minute right here at the Virginia line, and we're gonna get back on the road, and it'll take probably another, what, 30, 40 minutes, hour to get there from here. So it's been a long traveling this morning. I've already been traveling for over an hour and almost 2 hours already. So it takes a long time to get up here. But I'll let you see what the collar plants look like and us setting out. We're actually gonna start use the 140 this year with the one road setter. So I'll do some video of that so you can see what it looks like. Well, we've made it to, we're here in Virginia. We actually made it to the plant place. It's called Dixie Plant Farm. So we're here waiting for the man to come up. I think some of our plants is already pulled under the shelter, but we're having to wait for him to get here. They're probably still pulling. But I was going to walk out here and show you some of their fields. It looks like he's just got some starting to come up. They no ways ready to be pulled yet, but I was going to show you what I could see so far. So here's some of the plants he's got. I don't know what all is out here. I know it's probably collards, turnips, I don't know, broccoli. I don't know exactly what he's got out here. And there's his irrigation drill. And he's got some on this side. But you can see, looks like they're coming up. I don't want to walk out here in the field too much. He ain't come yet. But you see how he's got them in rows like that. You can smell them. Smell like collard greens. Sure is hot today. They say it's going to be the humidity. It says it's going to be like, feels like 105. So when we get home, it'll probably be, I don't know, it's about going on 1 o'clock now. It'll probably take us about 3:30 to get back home. So by the time we start to sit out, maybe it won't be as bad. But tomorrow it's going to be hot too, so it'll take us probably all day tomorrow to get everything set out if we don't have any issues. But you can see he's got plants here. I know he's got plants in other places. Looks like he's got some. These are trying to come up, so there'll be a while before you can pull them, but not too long. Not the way he keeps them irrigated. And like I said, I think these are some of our plants here that we're supposed to be getting to load up, but we want to make sure before we started loading what we're supposed to be getting. But there's some broccoli plants and collards. And then you got the cropping collards and stuff, so there's a few that we'll be getting. Alright, so we got loaded up. So Dixie Plant Farm, Franklin, Virginia. Good place to get your collard plants or broccoli or cabbage, anything you need. Well, yesterday when we got the plants, we come back and it took us a little bit to get the setter set up. Mama's just sitting on one row right now by herself because we're having to set these collar plants. She set every other one. As soon as we get these set out, we'll both be sitting on there because we'll be setting every pocket and we can go a little bit faster. But this we're actually having to set every other pocket, so it's just harder when two people's on there trying to. It's just easier to do it with one person. So Kevin's trying this year because he wanted to go back to 44-inch rows. So he's taking the 140 and the one row setter. So we're setting this year with this. So we're trying it out and see how it goes. he rigged us an umbrella so me and Mama won't be so hot, because the other one usually has like a top thing over it. Had some cardboard, not cardboard, but plywood over it to keep us cool. But it's working. But it's Friday, Thursday, and yesterday was very hot. It was like the humidity was like, felt like 105, and it was hot. It took us about 4 o'clock to get back home yesterday with the plants. It takes a long time. It takes about 2.5 hours to go to Virginia to get these plants and drive back, so it just takes a little bit. We started yesterday. We didn't get a lot set out yesterday because it took us a little bit. He had to change some cogs and get this little run row set up. So, but we're doing better today. You can see it's still kind of wanting to lay them down a little bit. It's just going how big your plant is too, so we're still trying to work on that. But we got water coming out underneath there. I'm gonna take you around and show you some stuff. So we're gonna sit here. Mom was dropping.
Kim's going back this morning again to help her brother finish setting up those collard plants. And so, day's Saturday, I'm off. Had a little bit of rain yesterday here and a little cloudy this morning. And may have some rain this afternoon coming in. So, I know the clouds are out pretty good this morning. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the old Farmall out this morning. And I'm going to see if I can't work on this little patch right here and go ahead and maybe get our garden planted. It's getting kind of late in the season. It's the end of August. But I'm thinking that today'd be a good day to go ahead and get this piece here disted up. Go ahead and try to get it planted a little bit. We got some string beans, we got some broccoli, and we got a bunch of seed in there we need to plant. I don't know how it's going to do this late in the year, but we're going to try it and see. Rick and the pig's going to help me this morning. They're growing. They've settled in pretty good to where they are right now. So I know Kim's got where she can rub the one on the right all the time. The one on the left, he's a little more skittish. She can rub him on the nose and he'll take off running. But they've been working on the pasture out here. They've got them a good little place under their shade tent rooted out so they can stay good and cool. And so they're doing good. They about rooted out the little place a little bit, but they're doing good. So I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and get this part here disted up. There we go. I think she's set now. Let's see how she's going to do. Farmalls did pretty good. Got it disted in a lot better than I thought it was going to. That's a heavy disc back there, just took a big cinder block on it anyway. But it did good, and I finally got used to the controls on this thing. I got it figured out. So I'm gonna let it come on in a little bit of rain. Them clouds are still building up over there. So when that little bit of rain comes today, I'm gonna let it see how it does. Then I'll come back and just over about 1 or 2 more times. Should be about ready to start planting then. So hopefully, next day or two we'll get some seed in the ground. What y'all doing? Ooh. Got anybody eat all your feed? Eat it. Oh, don't be squealing at me. Here, y'all go ahead and eat. What is it, Elmo? What are you doing over there blowing? Y'all eat up. Just a smacking. What's wrong, Elmo? You mad because they're getting feed and you ain't? You got feed yesterday. You'll be all right. Just a smacking. Tails are flying.
Well, it took us, 2.5 days to get all this set out. So we have 2 types of collars set out. It's like cropping collars, and then we have the like cabbage collars, and then we've got broccoli set out, and we got cabbage set out. So it's been a long couple days. Yesterday we had to stop about, I don't know, it's about 5:30, a little after 5 yesterday, because it started raining, which I'm glad it rained because this plant's needed some rain. I hope it gets some rain tomorrow too. We got most of it replanted. We went over. There's a little bit that Kevin's going to replant in the morning. It's just so hot right now, we don't want to replant, so he's going to finish it in the morning or Monday morning. And but we got it all set out. The little 140 worked okay once we got it set up, but we've been busy. It's been a hot, long 3 days, you can say. Me driving over to Virginia. That's the job, driving a long ways, and then coming back and setting out and sorting plants and setting out, but we've got it done.
Well, I tried to fix the old hog feeder we had before, but it's so old and so rusted out. There ain't no way to keep the feed in it and the rain out. So we decided to get this morning. We found this one at a local place and decided we'll get it this morning and run and pick one up, because had a lot of rain last night and had to feed in a little shelter which should stay dry, but it kind of takes room for them in there. So we got this one right here this morning, and it's got the flaps on to keep all the feed mess dry, so they can come here, and once they figure out how to use this thing, I think it's going to be all right. So we just got it set in here and go ahead and get some feed put in this thing, because it's not real heavy, but it will be when that feed's in there. Keep me moving this thing around any. I'll probably end up having to put a T-post or something behind it and that way they won't be able to move around when they're rooting around and everything so bad. So that thing holds, I think, what? I think 100 pounds of feed's all it'll hold, but we're going to have to run back to the feed store and get some more because we're getting a little bit low. Y'all see what I'm doing, don't you? Look here. Raise this lid up. Look in there. Look in there at that feed. There you go. Look in there. There's feed on both sides. Got a spot for each one of you. Quit looking at me and find your feed down there. There you go. Now see, this thing's gonna sit down on your head, so. There you go. Now you know how to do it, I think. Well, at least one of you does anyway. The other one to teach the other one. You got that bag right there?
Yeah, it's open too, so.
This way they can eat all they want to eat. Here, stick your head in there, little piggy. Stick your head in there. You so skittish.
I'm trying to work on it. So
You want to stick your head in there with the other one, but you need to stick your head in this side over here, dummy. Don't you bite my finger. You might have bit my finger. All right, forget how to root that thing back up now. You was in there. Got to root it back up. Yeah, come here, root. Look here. Look at all that feed in there. Go ahead and eat, pig. You about had it. Oh, you about had it. Oh, there you go. Oh, come on now. You can figure this thing out. No, don't climb up on it. Look here, root. Look, root right there. You just want to bite my finger. That's what you want to do. You just want to bite my finger. Come on, it ain't that hard to figure out. Y'all supposed to be smarter than that. You know what's in there. There you go. You get in there. There you go. Root it right there. Hey, right here, dummy. Right here, dummy. You're right there. Right there. Go ahead.
I ain't ever used one.
Well, they're going to have to get used to it, and they'll figure it out after a while, maybe. If I could get that old girl there to root that one up and figure it out, she's working on it, but
she's the friendly
she ain't quite got it figured out yet. Hey, look, root right here. Look.
Once they figure it out. I figure she'd figure it out.
I figure she's already been right up under the thing 2 or 3 times.
She's usually pretty smart.
Quit biting my shoe.
Got your pants.
Quit biting my britches. These are my good britches. Now go on now. Get to working on this feeder over here. That's what you need to be working on. Come in. Get in there. You too busy wanting to bite my finger.
Ain't got used to the lids falling on.
As much as they like to root and lift stuff with their nose, they ought to pick right up on them lids.
Yeah, pick your nose. Pick your noses and pick it up. Pick your nose and pick it up. What you gonna call her? Miss Patty. Patty and Bacon.
Call one of them. She can be Patty, and he can be Link.
Oh, Link. Oh, yeah, Patty
Link
and
and Patty.
Come on, Patty.
They hurt and figure out how to do this feeder, they get there sooner.
You need to eat all this feed. Y'all have already grown since last week.
Yep. It won't take them long.
Come right here. You want to come. You're just so skittish.
Well, I guess it's going to wrap it up for this video. Got a few things done. Got the garden spot dished it back in again. We had a right good bit of rain last night, so probably tomorrow, the next day, I'm going to go back over it again and dished in a little bit more. So when Kim spread it the other day, it about killed everything, but the old wiregrass is still trying to hang on, killing all the roots and everything. Got it turned up now, and this should be pretty much dead now, and go back over it again, it should be dished in pretty good. I know last time it was like that. It kept hanging up into my little planter and kept just clogging everything up, so I hope this time it's going to be all gone. And Kim finally made it back from Brother's house getting all those collar plants set out. How many plants was it this time?
I don't even know how many. Over thousands. I don't know. We had 9 big boxes of one kind, 6 boxes of other kind, and then we had a box of broccoli and a box of cabbage. And I ain't talking about small boxes. I'm talking about crate boxes. So I don't know how many plants there were. I would have to ask Tim how many plants we actually got.
It took about 3 days, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, we had to drive to Virginia to get them, so that took us over half a day there. And when we got back around 4, and we set out till about 7 or till about got dark on Thursday, and then Friday we went. Well, it took us a little bit. We had to get the 140 set up too on Thursday, so we could have got more set out on Thursday, but we had to get it set up. And then Friday, and then it rained Friday, I don't know, about 5, started raining about 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and we had to quit because it was raining and lightning real bad. So we quit then, and then I went back Saturday morning, and we got it done about, I don't know, it took us probably 1 or 2, about 2, a little after 2 or 3 to get it done on Saturday.
Well, the little pigs have almost got that feeder figured out. They're still looking at it and working with it a little bit. They know the feed's in there. They ain't quite sure how to get out yet. So I may have to go up there and just prop one of those lids open for a little while till they get used to it. And but we'll see how that goes. They're getting better than they were with it though. And here it is, the first part of September, and still don't have any power in the shop over there. They I figured they might have come last week and finished putting the meter in and hooking the wire up to the transformer, but that didn't happen. What they did do is they emailed me the other night a survey, wanting to know how the service went that we just had installed. Well, I'm surprised I haven't got a phone call from them yet, but I probably will because they got a very low rating. They wanted to know how satisfied I was with everything that they had done, and I said, well, can't tell you that yet because you're not done. So hopefully, maybe somebody will call me, but if not, I'm going to call them tomorrow because like I say, we started this, first part of July?
July. Oh
first part of middle of July. Here it is, the second day of September, and still running off drop cords. Can't believe it. Most time they're better than that. I know when we moved back here, it was just a couple of days. They had the power on back here, and I just don't know what's going on now. There's no storms, and I give them a little benefit of the doubt when we had that first little hurricane kind of coming through here. Knew everybody was down at the coast in case something happened down there, but that's been 3 weeks ago, longer than that now, since this even come through. We don't have nothing coming up the coastline, so they'll get it in sooner or later. If nothing else, I might just go ahead and try to get solar power and just get away from the power company altogether. I don't know. You can't depend on nobody anymore, it don't seem like. So, well, I reckon it's going to wrap it up for us. By the time to go there and start feeding everybody, it's getting real close to their supper time and then getting close to our supper time too. So we're going to get in the house and get some things done and get ready for the new week coming up. And again, we appreciate you joining us. Tell your friends and neighbors, and we sure look forward to seeing you in the next video.